They're bad news, and we, they put out periscopes, threatening to physically attack us, recommending that we be physically attacked, and so on and so forth. I just ignore them on Twitter. You know why? Because if we look at their
H.M. board could never lie. That'd change if she ever found out about you and I. Oh, but the lies she told, wonder if she didn't know. 'Cause when my mind's adrift, I need to feel your grip. I'm gonna run with you. raindrops on that keep me coming round. I know love is true, but it's so damn easy reading these Q proofs. I got my mind made up. I need to see it up. I'm gonna run the Q. I'm gonna run the Q. 'Cause when the shit is right, I'm gonna keep going all night. I'm gonna run the Q. Yeah, I'm gonna run the Q. When the shit is right, I'm gonna keep going all night. I'm gonna run the Q.
You may want to be careful with what you say and what you do, because Hugh put somebody on the radar yesterday, and you probably don't want 10,000 anons from 8chan digging through your personal life.
Right.
And this is not a threat in any way, shape, or form. I'm just letting you know, I was shocked yesterday when Hugh went after and kind of exposed a mutual group of people who don't like us very much.
We're not fans of.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
You can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. You'll find out life's this game of inches. The margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch in any fight. It's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals.
What is up? What's going on, everybody? As you can see, I'm on vacation. I took a little quick trip to the beach with my newfound fam. I'm enjoying the hell out of myself. It's great. No, actually, I fucking worked my ass off all day, but that's, what most of us in this room do. What is up, guys? How are you? How are you? How about you? I'm fucking awesome. Once again, a plethora of material spews out of the filthy mouth of the Dilltard. But things are getting better in the DIlley household. I mean, with any great household, you need a good, strong father figure. And there's no better father figure that can just whip that DIlley home right into shape than 33 Rule. I mean, dude's got that shit covered. So I have no worries. Anyway, I'm doing my show from the beach with the Dilleys. It's been one heck of a day. Happy week. Happy fucking fantastic week of winning. It's been awesome. But, I want to do a show. I plan on doing a show. I'm going to do my world premiere of the Battle Cry. The telling of the story of the Q Slayers versus the Q Cult. The Q-Tards. I plan on doing some, motivational shit. I plan on doing some fun shit. Even going over Rod Rosenstein's kissing the president's ass resignation letter. I mean, holy fuck, it's great. I got it downloaded. And what do my wondering eyes see or hear but the Dilltard being a fucking Dilltard, man? I mean, 100% proven fake MAGA today, and I'm going to get into that. T-minus 2 to 3 minute countdown for the world premiere of The Sound of MAGA. The disturbed version. Now, I don't have any delusions of grandeur that my voice even comes close to stacking up to that song. But the story must be told. It will go down in history. The time when MAGA Coalition joined forces with fellow Q-Slayers like Slider Blaze 2, like Roosevelt Media, like Isaac Green Anti-School, like DeFango, like Jay Anon, like Majestic Angel. God, there's too many. Like fucking Lestat, like Spy the Liar, when everyone came together as one and destroyed, exposed and then destroyed the Q-LARP. The story is written. Future will prove past. Sorry, I can't help it. It's fun to talk cryptic when you talk about the Q. You know more than you think. You think far less than you know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to do that real quick. But first, I'm sitting there, I get off work, and I'm perusing Twitter. And I see a former enemy, a hated enemy, having an ADD meltdown on DIlley. And it was Bubbles going off on DIlley. And, you know, Bubbles was one of the strongest supporters on the other side. So to see the transformation, to see her eyes open to the scam that is YVA, Brendan DIlley, and that whole sphere of grifters, praying medic, it feels good in one sense, and in the other sense, you remember the battle, and you remember just how hard you fought that battle. And Bubbles was in a class of her own. I mean, her and Colleen, and a couple others were just, wow. I mean, they were hardcore fighters. So I say this to you, Bubbles, if you're watching this. I laid down my weapons against you. I support you and your eyes opening up and your message coming out against DIlley. You know, I've laid down my weapons against a lot of people. A lot of people. And in the bigger scheme of things, that's what's important. I'm not going to be best friends with, you know, a lot of these people, but I'm not enemies with these people anymore. So anyone who comes over, I don't care what, even if Colleen the cunt herself decided to say fuck them and come over to the other side, I would not be her enemy anymore. I'd still hate her ass, but I would not be her enemy anymore. And I think that's fair, right? You can't ask much more than that. Alrighty then. Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this song and it was tough. It was tough, but I felt that there needed to be something out there that talked about the combining of powers. And let me tell you, the Q Slayers United are one of the strongest forces out there, period. And you see the fruits of their hard work every single day. So guys, this song was for us. It was for all the Q Slayers out there, far and wide. And if your name wasn't in the song, I couldn't get everybody in. There's one guy in particular that isn't mentioned, and I don't even think he gives two shits about it. And he's one of the strongest forces behind all this. And I think he knows who I'm talking about. So, you know, to that guy who started it all, I'm still having fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the world premiere of The Sound of MAGA. Let me cue it up right, okay? Jesus. I hope you like it. Hello, grifter, no one's friend. I hate to see that it's you again, because like a cancer slowly creeping, tainting MAGA while your mind's leaving, like the vision medics planted in your brain. It's so insane. It's not the sound of MAGA. In Q dreams we're all like it mode, next to Barack and those pedos. Tribunals where we all will be hanged for disagreeing with Fire Marshal Pam. When the boomers' eyes were opened by dank memes on a Friday night, they started to fight. They'd heard the sound of MAGA. The Q had already foresaw 80,000 indictments, maybe more. The Constitution really has no meaning. Trust the plan while your freedom's leaving. We wrote parody songs, but the Q-Code didn't care. But we still dare to bring the sound of MAGA. JB, Microchip, and Defango. Join forces with the MAGA code. Roosevelt anti-school is hero too. But in the Patriots called us filthy Jews. But his words, like silent raindrops, fell unheard by the patriots of MAGA. But then the grifters started to pray. Don't take my YBA away! MAGA go put out its warning. But we won't rest until the loft is burning. And the patriots said the words of false prophets will surely destroy us all. Our country will fall. Then you fell to the sound of MAGA. Well, there you have it. The sound of MAGA, produced by the one and only New York City Guns. Once again, the message is told. Of course, I'm not the lead singer of Disturbed by any fucking stretch. But it's about the message. And I think the message is right there. I think this is why we fucking fight, y'all. You know, all about a LARP. You hear that shit all the time. All about a fucking LARP. All about a LARP. It's not all about a LARP. It's all about misleading fucking people. For one, misleading people is wrong. For one, grifting them out of money. That's fucking wrong. For two. But for three, we don't have the mental institutions that we used to have. So when you're like praying medic and you just put out statements and then say that I bear no responsibility for the statements that I put out, that's fucking wrong. We have mob bosses being murdered. We have people walking into mosques and mowing down 50 people with a fucking GoPro on. We have people walking into a Jewish synagogue ready to mow down 40 or 50 people. He had the arsenal to do it. He was prepared. Do you know what stopped him? A good guy with a fucking gun. Of course you didn't know unless you looked. Because no MSM told you that shit. But that's another show for another fucking time. The bottom line is this. This grift. This is a Frankenstein fucking monster. That right now is raping and fucking pillaging the village. And it's gotta be destroyed. It's gotta be killed. And I won't fucking rest. And my family and my friends and the Q Slayers United will not fucking rest until you motherfuckers go down. Sorry, not sorry. I appreciate the kind words on the song. A lot of heart went into it. You know, you're gonna do a song like that, you fucking have to put some heart into it. A lot of heart and some great warm-up singing exercises by the great Spy the Liar. Thank you, sir. Bam! That is one fucking hideous woman. Whoa. All right. I did put together a couple little tidbits. See if I can go find those right now. I'm going to listen to a couple little tidbits of the Diltard. Proving again, this isn't the first time, proving again that the dude is 100% fucking fake MAGA. Yes, it does, Spy. It's amazing. You should have you should have heard the sound of the dogs in the yards beside me howling as I tried to attempt that song without warming up. Anyway, we're going to listen to, I love proving something about someone simply by their fucking voice, by them saying it. It just means so much more. So we're going to listen to a little bit of the Diltard because we can only handle so much. I know. I'm not going to subject my audience to hours of the DIlley. Hey, I work a full 1 hour day. Anyway, and then we're going to relive a little bit of what we know about DIlley. I mean, really, if you look at the history of DIlley, this guy comes out as a life coach. And if you remember his first Twitter account, Hub Life, he would throw out these canned fucking life coach lines all the fucking time. Like every hour he had it on TweetDeck, a fucking canned life coach line. He goes on Bill Mitchell in a suit and presents himself as the Geico caveman life coach. I don't forget that. I remember that specifically. And the transformation to the tard that he is now because he thinks this is engaging his audience. The dude's a fraud. He's been proven a fraud. And, well, once again, we're going to prove that DIlley's a fucking fraud. I present to you fucking Brendan Dildo Scammons DIlley, and I apologize in advance. Oh yeah, fuck you, Jovi. You know this fucking guy. Fucking asshole. This fucking guy, he fucking starts this show. Alright, I gotta fucking deal with these morons. Alright. I gotta seem like I'm fired up. Good morning! Yeah! Good morning, morons! Woo! Fucking fake bastard. His woman's sitting right behind the camera. He always acts like he's smiling and winking at her. Maybe he is.
Good morning and welcome to the DIlley Show. Invite your friends.
Invite your friends.
Invite your family.
This is what I do all day.
Co-workers.
I work a full 1 hour day for fuck's sake.
Monday,
Shit.
Y'all.
I'm doing the hard
Another
work
week
for
of
MAGA.
winning on deck with Trump 2020.
Trump 2020's my meal ticket, man.
Good
I work this
times.
full 1 hour day. Shit, 5 days a
Be
week.
glorious
What you
week
talking
coming
about?
right now, end of April.
Fucking A, I play this fucking goofy music because
in.
I think it
Morning,
ramps
everybody's had
up
a
the
great
morons
weekend.
that listen to this shit. I got at least 400 morons and fucking 1,100 bots, motherfucker. How you compete with that? Ha ha! Yeah, let's get fired up! Woo!
Let's get it out. Here we go.
This is perfect. Let me show you what a real fucking realistic, real life DIlley commercial would fucking look like. You guys have heard of Magnum condoms. Well, DIlley is now pimping his size condom. That's right. Lifelike condoms. Specifically made for DIlleys. They're called Cro Magnums. There you go. For only $12.99, you too can cover up your little fucking millimeter Peter, DIlley. You like that, don't you? You want to know what fake MAGA is? Right there. You want video evidence proof? First, we're going to listen to the dumbass being himself. If you notice, 18.4K viewers, 18,400 viewers is what he's expecting us to believe. This is what he's selling to his sponsors. Of course, I think every one of his sponsors are made-up sponsors from grifters in the fucking back rooms and in their garages trying to make a buck off of MAGA. But he's trying to rope in some real ones. 0 hours show the importance of these fake bot numbers. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that little video up right now. This little tirade that DIlley goes on here pissed off the Rachel MAGA. Oh, I'm sorry. I read your name there. My bad. Excuse me. That was a slight. I did not mean it. The Bubbles. She went off on this, and I was going to play, several minutes of this 17-minute rant that she had. But instead, I found this great tweet by this awesome gal I know. And it summed it all up basically in the one tweet. So I'm not going to have to listen or subject you guys to that. By the way, I am pushing the button now. And Sound of MAGA is now uploaded to YouTube. Man, technology's up. Okay. But I digress. Let's see. I'll size this so you can see it. But this one tweet right here just sums it all up. Don't have to do much. This woman has figured out what the DIlley Show is all about. Multi-level marketing and scams. Not this fucking third grade level bullshit.
Like this, these types of things. Not this fucking third grade level bullshit. Like this, these types of things. Not this fucking third grade level bullshit.
I could probably listen to that and just put that on a loop. Oh, it's funny. This is 0 hour and a very quick explanation explaining why DIlley needs to have 18,600 followers and views. Because that is what he's selling to these so-called sponsors. You put the fake sponsors in selling the shave soap out of their garage and their weight loss coffee. I tried to find the clip because I believe Seb Horka explained it perfectly, that it's basically just coffee with some sort of root. But I couldn't find that clip, so I apologize. I did have a little technical difficulties earlier, so I apologize for this late start, but we all know that's smooch time.
Good morning. What I'm about to share with you It's very important. It's probably one of the most important things that I'll share all year. So, we've learned as of late that Mike Closer, Ann Vandersteel, Brendan Dilley, Bill Mitchell, and other people have been using what they call bot networks. These are thousands of hits to one Periscope channel that hypes the numbers. It hypes the numbers, it elevates the numbers, it makes them seem like they're getting hundreds of thousands of hits. There's a reason why they wanted the bots in the beginning, and what I'm about to share with you has never been seen before. I had somebody come forward. Somebody came forward to me in the last couple days that own a business. They own a business. And Ann Vandersteel on Steel Truth and Your Voice America was trying to solicit through Periscope avenues for sales for what we call per ad clicks, per ad views. So every view, every 1,000 views, she wanted $11. She wanted $11 for every 1,000 views. Here's where the bots come in. What they do is they bring these bots in, and what they plan to do is overcharge business owners thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. This scheme that I have uncovered, the scam that they were going to run on Periscope with these bot networks, it now all makes sense. Why DIlley and all of these guys are using these bot networks to hype up their numbers. Their viewer count is not natural. It's not in the algorithm. It's not organic. Nothing about their numbers matches up to what's going on. And what I'm about to share with you is a complete scam that they were about to run on some businesses. Take a look.
All right, you guys can catch that video over at Red Pilled Report. That's 0 Hours channel, CAG TV. He's really dove deep into the Diltard world and the Mike Closer and the Ann Vander scam and broke open what their scam was. None of us knew exactly what they were doing. Now, he did receive some of that information, and that just tells me that there's a lot of patriots out there that don't want to be out. You know, they're not the voices like we are, but they're the ones that sit back and they watch everything, and they're like, you know what, this shit just isn't right. And they pass this information on to the people that are fighting. So, well done, Zero. Good job. Now, let's get to the Diltard right here. This little fucking 10-minute segment, and I apologize for putting you through 10 minutes of Diltard, but this is important. We have to take one for the team, and we have to spread this message. This is what Brendan Dilley thinks of our country and the products made in it.
All right, a little foreigner for you this morning. Welcome to the Dilly Show,
Just
you guys.
like your bots.
It's a MAGA Monday. It's almost May, into April. April showers bring May flowers and all that stuff. You guys have a good weekend?
That's so gay.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Bob the old back. Oh.
What the fuck is that?
All right, you guys.
I work a full 1 hour a day.
I'm your host, author Brendan Dilley. It's my book, Still Breathing, The Wisdom and Teachings of a Perfectly
That
Flawed
work
Man.
I did
You can grab that on Amazon.
6 years ago.
Not for the faint of heart, not for the weak-minded individual.
Not for anyone
and
who
certainly
wants
not for
more
those
than 5th
who
grade
like
reading
to judge,
level.
Oh, you say potty words. You can't talk about God and then use potty words. I'm just so disgusted. You know, we're discussing treason, right? Like people that were trying to overthrow your president and the government. And, you know, they traffic children and fucking rape people. You know, we're talking about that, right? Well, yeah, but still, doesn't mean we can't have class.
Buffering works when you're listening to this fucking tard.
I don't want to see the blood. Disgusting. You're no man of God. Is that right? This is not your place. This is Dilley's 300. We're working on it every single day, trying to cull the herd back down to Dilley's 300.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not, Arion.
Why do you sip so loud on your drink to try to scare you off? Why do you yell to try to fucking get you to leave?
I know a great way to make your numbers fall down to about 300. Stop paying for the bots, Dilley.
This is so counterintuitive. Doesn't make any sense. If you didn't curse, you'd have a bigger audience. Trust me. I have 87 followers in 9 years, and I've never said a potty word. Ah, do ya? That's fucking impressive. Thank you. He just does so many things to try and run people out. It's like he doesn't care about the size of the show. I don't. It's true. All right. Good morning.
I hate him.
It's a Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Welcome.
What a stupid, lying motherfucker that is. Sorry, not sorry. Let's talk fucking reality here. What a fucking scammer. Oh, my poor back. Oh, I guess the vitalometry ain't fucking helping, is it, DIlley? Why don't you fucking do a little defending of the products that you've been selling?
To the DIlley Show. This broadcast brought to you by vitalometry.com. Promo code DIlley.
MLM.
This is a sponsored broadcast. We have another sponsor later on in the show we'll talk about. Something I want to point out. We do sponsored broadcast. Very traditional means of media delivery, right? Get a show, have sponsors, pay for
unless your products
your time,
are
pay for
scams.
the show, pay for all that fun stuff, assuming you've got the trust of your audience and they find value in your sponsors. Wash, rinse, repeat. Very traditional business model here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. That being said, I had somebody inquire and they said, DIlley, I'm a little bit concerned. One of your sponsors, all right, we'll go through a couple of them. One of your sponsors, DIlley, their product wasn't made in America. That's our apparel, like the apparel. I know. So let's talk about made in America, all right? If one of you wants to launch a fabric fucking shirt making company that actually produces quality shirts from the United States of America, I 100% invite you to do it. Because I have news for you. The shirts that are made in America are fucking junk. I'm telling you that objectively. If I was promoting apparel that was made in America, you would be furious with the quality of it. It either feels like shit on your skin or it falls apart.
What the fuck?
In a matter of weeks, possibly months. So, to answer your question, yes, we vet all of our sponsors to make sure they're pro-Trump, pro-America, okay? America first.
So you expect us to believe that you go to China to vet these people? And you mean to tell me there's Chinese people that are pro-MAGA?
First, Patriots. But I don't think it's reasonable, at least at this juncture of this show, to have an expectation that whatever they're marketing is made in America, especially when, frankly, Americans haven't been making clothing that's worth a fuck for, like, ever, all right? And I've...
What the fuck? That just happened.
Tested all of them. I've worn the shirts. I've ordered them. And unfortunately, you can't get a worthwhile shirt in this country right now. You can't. They're hot. They don't breathe.
Really? I can't believe I just heard him say that. But then he said, first he said, let's unpack this. My least favorite fucking word in the world. Let's unpack this. But either way. No, everything he says is my least unfavorite word in the world. He says that everything made in America is shit. It'll fall apart. It won't last weeks. Maybe it'll last months. And then he says, but at least not in this juncture in the show can we afford can we afford American shirts. So what is he saying? When he gets a few more sponsors, he's going to give you guys shit that you're going to be furious with him about? What the fuck? First he said, let's unpack this. My least favorite fucking word.
Either feels like shit on your...
Alright, somebody asked me to replay that, so why not? Let's listen to those fucktarded words again.
Shirt making company that actually produces quality shirts from the United States.
That's a good pose, DIlley.
I 100% invite you to do it. Because I have news for you. The shirts that are made in America are fucking junk.
Er?
I'm telling you that objectively. If I was promoting apparel that was made in America, you would be furious with the quality of it. It either feels like shit on your skin or it falls apart.
What the
in a
fuck?
matter of weeks, possibly months. So, to answer your question, yes, we vet all of our sponsors to make sure they're pro-Trump, pro-America, okay? America first, patriots. But I don't think it's reasonable, at least at this juncture of this show, to have an expectation that whatever they're marketing is made in America, especially when, frankly, Americans haven't been making clothing that's worth a fuck for, like, ever, all right? And I've tested all of them. I've worn the shirts.
All of them.
I've ordered them. And unfortunately, you can't get a worthwhile shirt in this country right now. You can't. They're
I mean, bullshit, 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 bullshit. You're saying Americans can't make a shirt that breathes? You don't play golf, obviously.
hot. They don't breathe.
No, I'm purposely pausing his face so we can get fun with... It's much better when it's in stills. I can get some great screenshots off of the fucking faces he makes at him. But you did hear that right. Americans make shit. A few more sponsors. He's going to give you guys shit that you're going to be furious with him about. What the fuck?
They don't fucking hold up. They fade. So, no. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit anybody about that. Not every single product is made in America. That's not the point of our commerce that we do here. Now, God willing, in the future, that will change. But we can only expect our small entrepreneurs to provide what the country provides. And
so, we can't provide you the dog shit that America makes right now, but we're hoping when our small entrepreneurs become larger entrepreneurs, then they can definitely sell you the dog shit that, you know, you expect. And that's not the point of our MAGA commerce. Was that the exact words he said? I mean, I hate to take him out of context. But DIlley, you know, it's like, what the fuck? But let me hear that again.
hot. They don't breathe. They don't fucking hold up. They fade. So, no. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit anybody about that. Not every single product is made in America. That's not the point of our commerce that we do here. Now, God.
Okay, so that was exactly what he said. That's not the point of our commerce here. Wait a minute. What has he called his commerce the whole time? MAGA commerce? What is MAGA commerce? Make America great again? Commerce? You're a fraud, DIlley. We all know and knew this entire time. Thank you for just proving it with your own ignorant Cro-Magnum fucking words. Fucking Neanderthal fuck.
God willing, in the future, that will change. But we can only expect our
We'll
small
say you some shit in the
entrepreneurs
future
to provide what the country provides. And if our small entrepreneurs don't have the ability to do that,
Our
because
country
the country
provides
doesn't have
China?
any worthwhile shirt makers, well, then there you go. Now, moving on to the next topic. One of our other companies, a few of our other companies, we have a CBD oil company and we have a coffee company that are both, I believe, some form of multi-level marketing companies. We don't market the company or their whatever the fuck it is they offer for business stuff, okay? We offer the individual entrepreneur who's selling this particular product, and that is as far as we go with it, okay?
You offer the
I had someone else go,
entrepreneur?
"Billy, this is one of them things." No, dude, all it is some good weight.
So you don't promote the multi-level marketing that these sites have, but you just sucker them into the site with this weight loss coffee or other items through either a deal or whatnot. So you're basically opening the door for them to walk into a multi-level marketing scam. But that's not what you're doing. You're just selling the individual weight loss coffee.
lost coffee. The shit works. It shuts down your appetite.
Shit
and
works.
CBD
Makes
oil,
you shit.
High quality stuff. Very good quality product. No, I don't know anything beyond that. So I just want to clarify that for a couple of people. Also want to take a moment to thank you guys. All right, so first of all, something extraordinary happened over the weekend, okay? A couple.
Okay, that's about enough. Right there is all I needed to know. To know that you are one of the greatest grifters and frauds on this MAGA movement. And there's a few on the list that it's either them or us. It's either you or me. DIlley, you will be deplatformed or you will leave in shame. Or I will. You piece of shit. I'm still floored. I've heard that 4 or 5 or 6 fucking times, and I am still floored. Is there a bigger fucking piece of shit on the planet than this fucking guy right here? You can't expect me to sell American stuff. It's all American stuff is shit. But just wait until we're making more money off of you, and then we'll sell you American shit. I seen your mom today, so I almost understand part of your problem. You fucking Neanderthal piece of crap. And I apologize for my cursing. I don't get on to DIlley for his cursing. This guy infuriates me to no level. I don't get on to him for his cursing because that's not my thing. I enjoy a good curse word. I am in awe of the great New York City Guns and the way he can weave a tapestry of cursory. It's beautiful. But this guy just makes anyone who curses look bad. And he just said that American-made products are shit. His own words. You heard it here. This is why we fight. This is why we do it. And this is why I wrote this song, so I'm putting it out there again. Hope you like it. For the folks that missed it. Hello, grifter, no one's friend. I hate to see that it's you again. Because like a cancer slowly creeping, tainting MAGA while your mind's leaving. Like the vision medics planted in your brain. It's so insane. It's not the sound of MAGA. In Q dreams we're all at Gitmo, next to Barack and those pedos. Tribunals where we all will be hanged for disagreeing with Fire Marshal Pam. When the boomers' eyes were opened by tank beans on a Friday night, they started to fight. They'd heard the sound of MAGA. The Q had already foresaw 80,000 indictments, maybe more. The Constitution really has no meaning. Trust the plan while your freedom's leaving. We wrote parody songs, but the Q code didn't care. But we still dare to bring the sound of MAGA. JB, Microchip, and Defango join forces with the MAGA code. Roosevelt, 86 school as hero too. But in the Patriots called a filthy Jew. But his words, like silent raindrops, fell unheard by the Patriots of MAGA. But then the grifter started to pray, go take my YBA away. MAGA go put out its warning, but we won't rest until the LARP is burning. And the Patriots said the words of false prophets will surely destroy us all. Our country will fall. Then you fell to the soul of MAGA. And fade to black. That's exactly what I want to happen to the Q fucking LARP. Fade to black. It's more than just parody songs and making fun of these people. It really is. A great awakening has occurred on the right, and it wasn't the fucking Q LARP. It was the people that have been sitting back saying, whatever, it's not affecting me, I just don't care, that finally had seen enough and said, wait a minute. I can't just watch this shit happen. I can't watch what could possibly happen to my president. And MAGA. I have to do something. And that's why I wrote this. There had to be something out there that told the story of the uniting of forces that never would have united before. So, to all of you Q Slayers, that was from me to you. Now, back to DIlley. Actually, we're not going to do much more DIlley. I think my point's been made. What we're going to do is reminisce a little bit about the man we already know. Or the munchkin, whatever. Little people, what are you supposed to call? What do you call midgets nowadays? What's the politically correct? Small people? Okay. Small people. Like the DIlley condom, you know? For small people. He likes to drag his dick across people's foreheads. It just takes a while. Oh, I do have fun. I do have fun.
So thanks, Brendan Bots, all 1,800 of you live that are in here. Also, thank you to Scott Adams for letting me drag my dick across your forehead yesterday. It was one of the funnest things I've done in ages, and really the only thing I was sad about was that you blocked me at the end so we couldn't continue our romance. So thanks, Brendan Bots.
Your romance. And the fact he's playing off the Brendan Bots, I noticed some of the tards in the scope. Hi, Bots! It's so evident and obvious. I recommend for the folks that seen the little clip I showed of 0 Hour, go check out the exposés that he's done on not only proving that DIlley's botting up, but proving why he's doing it. And as far as I'm concerned, it's conspiracy to fraud. And I will be a happy mofro when your cheesy ass is in fucking prison, bud. That's all there is to it. So let's reminisce a little bit. I'm going to reminisce with this little video about dildo. I'm going to play my song one more time. Not my song, excuse me. Our song one more time. And thanks, New York City Guns, once again, for putting together fantastic imagery and a story being told behind that song. I got chills, and it wasn't because of my singing. That's a fact. With DIlley, I mean, I've got hours of DIlley clips, but you can't listen to hours of DIlley clips without seriously considering grabbing the nearest pistol. But a good friend, Obi-Wan Kenobi, found the perfect zone to encapsulate the Dilltard. Welcome, folks, to the Dildo Zone.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop,
the Dildo Zone.
I don't know, Dick. Today we verify Q. DIlley verifies Q today. Anybody want to verify Q today? I'll do it for you. I'll explain everything. And welcome to any of the QAnon followers and readers. It's all good. Tune into this douchebag.
Yes. That's the truest thing he's ever said.
Q. Hell, Trump created Q. All right, let's get into this. What caused the about face from me? Why did I support Q and support the Q drops for months, and then the last 3 months became extremely skeptical about the Q drops? Why would I do that? Why would Brendan just turn on the Q army and the Q anons and all that shit? Why would I do that? I'll tell you why. So around April, my own intel source, which was verified, a gentleman from the organization known as the Orion Group, which is a contractor of the NSA. I've got that verified from people at Central Command. My source at the Orion Group told me, no more intel, we're good, bro. Like, we're all set, right? And some of you are going to go, DIlley, you're full of shit. Nobody cares about you. The Trump administration doesn't care about you.
Fact check true.
And military intelligence doesn't care about you. And
fact check true.
Truth, the Q distribution team started lifting sentences straight out of my periscopes. And in my mind, because I've been very accurate on my prognostications over this whatever, year and a half, 2 years, however long some of you guys have been following me.
Never.
I don't know, Dick. The last 2 years, many people have basically said, wow, this guy, does a good job predicting things, right? I don't know, Dick. And so I figured someone was just stealing my information on my scopes and then repurposing it as a Q drop. I had my own intel source. I have had multiple intel sources that are within the government, verified, not like just an anon. I may have pissed off a Trump. All right, this is how I got my verification. In case you're wondering, well, what changed? What changed, Brendan, that made you do an about face on the recent Q drops? And what changed was I pissed off a Trump. I pissed off somebody with this last name that went, dude, what's up with this guy? Why is he dogging on Q lately? Yeah. And what's his problem? And then it forced some of the people I discuss things with to come clean about their knowledge on this particular, I don't know, Dick. Bottom line is I pissed off a Trump, and I didn't mean to. It's not my fault that no one told me that the administration and those running this operation may borrow some of my language. Had someone told my ass, I probably would have been stumping hard for Q. But no one told me. So instead, I
he may be that gullible.
Dude, what is that? That's my word.
I don't think so.
How many of you in this scope right now have messaged me in verbatim, messaged me and said, holy crap, Brendan, Q is parroting what you said to the word. Many of you have, dude. There's probably 20 or 30 in here. There's probably 30 of you in here, honestly, that have messaged me that in the last 4 months where I did a scope and then you messaged and went, Brendan, that's your...
Okay, hold on. Disavowed Anon wins the interwebs today. All of them.
Words, right? Same thing when I did the scope about President Trump talking about the witch hunt. And then that day, President Trump tweets out about it. I didn't know. I don't take myself that serious, all right? So I don't want anybody to get pissed at me and think, oh, he's just he's a fame fag or whatever you guys call me on the fucking anonymous forums or whatever. Or Brendan's just trying to get attention or whatever. Dude, I'm not wired that way. For those of you who know me, I don't roll that way. But I think it pissed them off mostly because, you know, they were disappointed. And so to that, I offer this to the QAnons, to the Trump family. I apologize. So yeah, bottom line is I know that Q is legit for one because I've got about a dozen people in military intelligence and other various elements of the government as well as the FBI and other places out to me. And the bottom line is when a Trump tells you, the hell is your problem? Why are you bad-mouthing Q? Your ears perk up and you listen. But the bottom line is Q's the real deal. Q answers directly, the Q team answers directly to the president, but I think you guys already know that. The president and his team is getting more vocal about it. You guys know I always want to tell the truth. Always, 100% of the time, I always want to tell the truth. I might give you bad intel, and I know that. But I think most of you have followed me long enough to know where I'm wired. Like, I always want to tell the truth. That's like, it's a really important thing to me. That's why I branded my entire life around being the guy that'll say the truth no matter what. And so I knew it was time, like, with
the truth teller,
I had to immediately put out, one, an apology and an explanation, and two, I wanted to confirm to many of you, because this means a lot to you. Like, it means a lot to you guys. But anyway, back to my point. How do you know Q is real? How do you know Q is real?
Tell us, DIlley. This is it right here.
Said. Forget all of that. I'm going to tell you the one way you know Q is absolutely legitimate. There is no one on planet Earth right now that could create a movement that parallels MAGA except for the guy who created MAGA. The Q Army's growth, the exponential growth, the reason it parallels MAGA, it's been created by the same person. There's only one man that could do that, and that's President Trump.
There it was, the big fucking DIlley drop, proving Q must be real.
Hi, POTUS. Hi, POTUS.
The Dilltard. Once again proven to be 100% fucking scammer. Thanks for everybody for popping in and watching my show. If you do not know me, I am Smooch Panda. You can check out my new website for all these wonderful videos at smoochpanda.com. My name is Bruce Spencer. I do not hide my identity like most of these Q idiots on here. I enjoy destroying grifters in a big way. But guys, my love is in motivational videos. Not like DIlley or anything else. I'm talking good Trump videos with kick-ass music that makes you just fucking go, yeah! And destroying liberals is where it's going to be at. And what my show will morph to. But these mothers have got to go. They got to go first. They're not coming along. As the great Doug Stewart said, you're not invited. You're just not invited to MAGA. So, I'm gonna put you out with a little motivational video and then close the show with my motivation, the sound of MAGA. So, the motivational video is done by the one and only @SliderBlaze. Check out @SliderBlaze2 on Twitter. Please check out the guys that are fighting the freaking grift. Defango TV. @Merlin Defangos his other channel. Roosevelt Media. Anti-School. 0 Hour. That's Red Pilled Report. Guys, these folks are fighting the fights. Go to Twitter. Make sure you follow Leah S814. Make sure you follow Real Doug Stewart. Make sure you follow Ginger McQueen if you already don't. These people are putting in the hard work. They're the ones that need to be supported. If you guys like what the MAGA Coalition does, then check out MAGAcoalition.com. I believe there's some shirts there. Working on getting my own store going over on this site. And, why not get some kick-ass shirts with some awesome memes and, maybe take care of some of the costs incurred. But know this, I'm going to do this shit regardless. I've done this shit since, my shit's not really shit, is it? I mean, I guess it is. But for the folks that watch it and enjoy, I've been doing this come July for 2 straight years. It's never been about making money. It's been about trying to do my part to help. But all that incurs costs. Look at the sacrifices that Adam and others have made and done all this stuff for free. So I don't want to beg for money. I won't beg for money, and I'll do this regardless. But I will try and offer something to you guys that you might dig. So like Mark Dice or others. I appreciate you guys stopping in. You kick ass. Make sure you check out Slider Blaze. And if I forgot any of the other Patriots out there that are fighting, I apologize. I'll catch you next time.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
You can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light.
I choose to fight.
Out of hell. 1 inch at a time. You find out life's this game of inches. The margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. In any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's the team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals.
That's right. This is a battle of inches, and we're gaining ground every day, Patriots. Hello, grifter, no one's friend. I hate to see that it's you again, because like a cancer slowly creeping Tainting MAGA while your mind's leaving. Like the vision medics planted in your brain. It's so insane. It's not the sound of MAGA. In Q dreams we're all at Gitmo, next to Barack and those pedos. Tribunals where we all will be hanged for disagreeing with Fire Marshal Pam. When the boomers' eyes were opened by tank memes on a Friday night, they started to fight. They'd heard the sound of MAGA. The Q had already foresaw 80,000 indictments, maybe more. The Constitution really has no meaning. Trust the plan while your freedom's leaving. We wrote parody songs, but the Q code didn't care. But we still dared to bring the sound of MAGA. JB, Microchip, and Defango join forces with the MAGA code. Roosevelt anti-school is hero too, but in the Patriots called us filthy Jews. But his words, like silent raindrops, fell unheard by the patriots of MAGA. But then the grifters started to pray, "Don't take my YBA away." MAGA go put out its warning, but we won't rest until the love is burning. And the Patriots said the words of false prophets will surely destroy us all. Our country will fall. Then you fell to the sound of MAGA. Hey, DIlley.